I'm back on live. Today's the second day. I said I would, so I'm here. Today did not work out the way that I. What's up? Showstopper. This is 2 days in a row. Thanks for tuning in to the live. I was literally just getting into this. Today did not go the way that I expected it, but it went the way that it needed to. I said that I was going to put the chicken thighs inside of the smoker. The thing is, the smoker is pretty large. It's like this big, multiple rows. And so I'm here in time for dinner. Hey, Miss Keisha, thanks for joining. And either way, I appreciate you coming through. Yeah, so yesterday I was talking about these chicken thighs. Long story short, it doesn't make sense to use all of those pellets, especially if we're only going to do those chicken thighs. So I got some barbecue ribs. I got some ribs, some spare ribs here. I got 2 of them. And so these are still frozen. And so they've got to defrost, and then I'll probably end up making them tomorrow. Back at you, beautiful. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. But I do have some lamb here that is defrosted. And so I will admit this isn't going to be a super long live. It's just going to be long enough for me to cut this down into cubes. I was going to season it on live as well. My mom and I decided to go with like this Moroccan lamb mixture thing that she found on Pinterest. Now, the only thing is we're missing cumin. And no, we got cumin, we're missing coriander. Hey, what's up? I don't know who joined the live on YouTube, but thanks for coming through. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be on here long enough to cut down this lamb into cubes, and then that way once we get all the rest of the seasonings that we need here, we can get that marinated, put on the fridge, and then wait for these ribs to defrost. And then after that, break it down and then put it in the smoker as well. We might do one more meat, still deciding on what that is. But yeah, so as I said, I won't exactly be doing any cooking tonight. Thank God we still have some more of the chicken from yesterday. But like I said yesterday, I wasn't like, I did cooking, but more of like cooking with my mom was more of an activity that I did with my mom in the past. But since coming back from Grenada, like my stomach just has not been able to handle the processed food here. And so it's a blessing in the sense that it's got me cooking. Now, the only thing is that when you're cooking for not just for yourself, but for a pretty big household, I have 6 people in my family, including myself. And so the food that you cook doesn't last as long. And so I'm having to cook more often. So I thought that as I'm cooking and as I'm doing this stuff, I can hop on live, see how everybody's doing, and still connect with all of the cool people that I met along my journey. Cutting up this package now. Wait, actually, no. I'm gonna pause this real quick. I'm gonna knock out this one pan that I have over here, and then I can work with cutting down this lamb. But yeah, Emmy can ask a question, but it's hard to answer. Thank you. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Hey. And then I got the velour pants. You feel me? Yes, I am outside barefoot, but it's an outdoor living space, so I consider it like a second living room. Hey, Randy, what's up? I can answer instead of her. Okay. Nice fit. Appreciate you. Gotta rock Grenada everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I got this from my granny's store, the #1 spice shop at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Tourism season starting back up again, and I plan to post some of my videos that I did from last year when I was able to work in my granny's store during the tourism season. I'm telling you, as much as you like, coming to the islands and experiencing the vibes, there's so much work that goes into it behind the scenes that you're probably not even aware of. But it was cool being able to be there, and I get around to posting some of that footage, but life just be life, and I'm glad I made it to the live today. You get me? Hey, Bazilla. Hey, 1914 for life. Appreciate you for joining in. Stay off the grid. OMG, you sound fairly intelligent. Well, I think I sound extra intelligent, so thank you. What's up, everybody? How long have you been into YouTube? Well, I officially started in June, but then I took a bit of a sabbatical. I.e., I got on there and was like, listen, I'm about to be posting every single day, you know, and then I realized what it looks like to post every single day. And so I figured that while I am getting myself accustomed to posting and keeping up with all of that kind of stuff, I'll just bring everybody into the daily stuff that I'm doing until I get to that point. But yeah, a lot of my time now, especially because I wasn't cooking every single day for myself consistently in the past, I'm getting this portion under control, and then after I get this portion under control, then I can, you know, incorporate more content and all that kind of stuff. But I figured, let me get some content in. And so you look like Rihanna. Well, I think she's a very beautiful woman, so I'll accept the compliment. She's not speaking in Ebonics. Love it. Well, you get me. Good evening. Hey, T Daniels. This is 2 days in a row. Right now I'm in the US. What's up, Mohammed? Listen, Hanada was on the live yesterday. You remember Hanada, Mohammed? Mohammed and I went to high school together. Yeah, I'm currently in America, but I spent 9 months abroad. I was in Grenada, the Isle of Spice, where everything's nice. She is from Florida. Well, I was in Florida not long ago. I travel a bit. I travel quite a bit. Yeah. You know what I also thought about, Mohammed? And this is off topic for everybody else in the chat, but we have not had a high school reunion yet. We should do that. I know that I thought about the fact recently that because I was class president, that it would be up to me to plan that thing, and hence why we haven't had it yet. But, you know, we getting around to it. God willing, with my vision planner, you know what I'm saying? My vision planner has been helping a lot with my getting scheduling down and everything like that. So now that I've, one, created it, and two, I have been implementing it, that high school reunion is gonna be in the works. Yeah, it has been 10 years, right? So she's from Florida. Sub. Well, thank you, Jimmy Rodriguez, for the sub. Appreciate you. So for anybody who was on live yesterday, I made fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and steamed broccoli. And by the time I ended up finishing up, it was like almost like 9-10 o'clock at night. And so I was like, I know I said I was about to put these chicken thighs in the smoker, but you know, that was not looking like the move, especially because it just gets so cold here at night. This is one of the 1 weeks here in Tennessee in this time of the year. First of all, what happened to global warming? Wasn't global warming supposed to be making this country warmer? Like, you know, I'm not saying that I want the global warming to take the country out or anything, but I spent 9 months, as I said, in Grenada, and so my body has not adjusted. I said a little bit earlier on in the live that that's part of why I've been so big into cooking, because my stomach is not really handling the processed foods here all that well. Like when I say that when I was in Grenada, I could literally walk outside of my granny's house and there could just be a guava right there or a mango right there. And it's like, you know, fresh, not frozen. You get me? Do you have somewhere there? Oh, please. Let me see. Not right now. My mom is upstairs. But I don't know why as soon as you said that, I started to think dun 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 dun, like a scary movie. You know how people be on video chat, the scary movies. And then they're like, hey, who's in the background? And then they look backwards and you're like, oh, snap, you about to get attacked. But, you know, I got my angels encamped around me, and so that's not about to happen. Let me see. Hello. What are we cooking? So as soon as I'm done washing off this pot, we're actually not going to be cooking today. I had planned to cook, but the smoker is too big for just a little bit of chicken thighs that we were going to put in there. So that'll be a waste of wood pellets and all that kind of stuff. And so a little bit earlier on in the live, I picked up some of the ribs that I have here, defrosting, and we're going to add that to the smoker. But as I said, it's defrosting. Hey, Mona! Listen, Mona was one of my favorite people to run into in Grenada. Listen, protect and serve. She be protecting y'all. Be nice to her. So, hey Mona, what's up? It was warm over the summer and it was hot, LOL. It was warm over the summer and it was hot, but so in Grenada, when it gets about maybe like 70, 75, 76, people are out there in jackets. And I'm not gonna lie, low-key, I was kind of clowning people in my mind because I was like, it's never that cold here for people to be wearing like Columbia jackets. But nah, listen, when I came back to the country, when I came back to the US, in the airport, it was 75 degrees and I was freezing. I was like, my God, how am I gonna do the winter? But, you know, I figure I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna adjust. All these decor and decorations in the background is so cute. Thank you. Listen, if you were not on the live yesterday, this is actually a decor challenge that I did it was like 3 days ago. So I got first prize. They said to decorate a centerpiece. So I have a centerpiece on the table. You can see a bit of it. When I get my hands dry, I can show you. But you can see a bit of it. And then I also did like a floating chandelier. My mama told me that that's what it's called, a chandelier. So it's, put this. Why is there soap continuing to funnel into here? But yes, thank you, thank you. Are you into any sports? Yeah, I like playing sports. Yeah, I like to play sports. When some of my favorites are volleyball and I haven't played volleyball in a couple years, I'm gonna be honest. Well, I guess my favorite sport right now that I practice most often is yoga and running. I do a lot of running and yoga. I use my Garmin to track it and all that kind of stuff. So one thing that I have not had the opportunity to do since I got back here, but I do want to get back on, is trail running. That was my jam just before I left. And then when I was in Grenada, as much as I could get out into nature, I was running as much as possible. So let me see. What is your African origins? My African origin, Black. That's all I got. That's all I got. Some people tell me that they think I look Ethiopian. I got Ethiopian a lot in Grenada, but overall, do I know exactly where my people are from? No, but I'm comfortable with Black. Real Black. Let me see. Muhammad Ali with you there? Oh, because of the jacket? You know what I'm saying? Popping. So, yeah, how's everybody's day going? I talked about what's been going on here. How's everybody's day going? Alright, so we got this done.
What you doing?
I'm on live. Yeah, I'm on the live.
Hi, peoples. Who's
That's
on
my
live?
mommy. We got 2 people on YouTube, and then Keisha, Miss Keisha was like, facts girl, I get asked the same question. Yeah, people keep asking me so somebody on YouTube asked me what are my African origins, and I say Black. That's all I got. I don't know where my African origins are, but I've had African people that I met in Grenada stop me in the mall and be like, you look like you're of this tribe, and I was like, you telling me something. You telling me something. You might know more than me. And I refuse to give my DNA to Ancestry.com. I watch too much Law and Order for that. Next thing you know, they got a clone of me somewhere. People already telling me that I look like somebody else anyways. So on this live alone, I already got that I look like Rihanna. So really? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People be saying I look like people all the time. That I definitely don't need to be giving out my DNA so that they can make a clone. Miss Keisha, I got a question. Did I meet you in Kentucky?
Kentucky?
I think so. I think she was at the Jamaican restaurant in Kentucky.
Oh.
Yeah.
You sound like your grandmother. You calling little people names. That was a younger girl.
No, her Instagram name is, what's up, Kev? What's up, Kev?
Who's that?
Kev, I met him in Grenada.
You got Instagram and YouTube on the same phone?
No, I got Instagram going on here and I got YouTube going on there.
Oh, who's on YouTube?
Hi, who's new on
Why
YouTube?
so dark?
You met me at the Jamaican restaurant. Didn't I say that? I said, yeah, I met you in Kentucky at the see, I be knowing.
Why YouTube so dark?
Because I didn't turn up the brightness.
Oh, okay.
If you have some fingers available to do that for me, that'd be great.
Some fingers?
Yeah, if you could pull down the screen and then increase the brightness.
I'm here working. I got my measuring tape.
Well, period. All right. So as I said, I told them that it would be a waste of wood pellets. That the plan today was to do the chicken thighs, but it would be a waste of wood pellets just to put the chicken thighs in alone. And so we got some more meat marinating. I mean, we got one set defrosting, and then we got another set that we're about to marinate, so that we can fill up the smoker instead of just wasting pellets. What's good? How you been? I've been good. Listen, America's treating me well. You know what I'm saying? Out here, Azakonia, Mitsubishi, blah blah. You know what I'm saying? That's not what they say in Lion King, but it is what it is. How are you? Are you still in Grenada? I thank you so much for all the likes. I appreciate it. I appreciate the likes. Yeah, so right here are the ribs that I was talking about. We're gonna let these defrost, and then we're most likely gonna be cooking them tomorrow. We have the chicken thighs in the freezer. It's just every time that we put on the every time that we put on the smoker, the thought is always
Show them
like,
the size of the smoker. I take off the thing to make it easy.
yeah. So like the smoker's about this, right?
No, it's still bigger than that.
Yeah, the smoker's about this in height, right? It's about this in height. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loving this jacket. This jacket is lit. It's flames.
It's mine.
It's ours.
It's mine.
You say yours, mine, and ours. Yours, mine, and ours. Hi. Well, thank you, Santiago. I appreciate the compliment. I wish I could see you, but lives only go one way. You know what I'm saying? So, someone said I look like DMX's daughter. See, people just be out here. My stepdad was white. And I went to Starbucks when I was working there at the time, brought him with me, and they were just like, I was like, yeah, so this is my dad. I call him my dad. I call him my pops. And so one of the ladies who was working there was like, oh my gosh, you look just like him. I was like, you're a liar. In my head, I'm like, people just like talking. But what's good? How you been? Making me want to come over and eat. Listen, we getting out here together as an event space.
Yeah, soon you'll be able to.
Soon you'll be able to. We about to be hosting something popping. That's what's up. Glad to hear you doing well. I'm in Germany for a few months. Gonna miss Christmas, but I'll be back in Grenada soon. That's lit. You might make it back to Grenada before me, honestly.
Why you took these off? It fell?
They kept falling.
Oh, because I ain't nail it down.
Yeah. Oh, because I had some people talking about like the decor in the background. I'm gonna see how I can grab both devices in a way that doesn't destroy them so that you can see what's going on. Yeah, also, Kev, you might get back to Grenada before me. Ooh, keep me updated with that event. Listen, we doing it. We doing it out here. Oh, okay, let me grab both of these phones so that it can be seen. Let me see. Let's flip this. So this is the smoker. It's pretty big, right? And so it didn't make any sense just to, fire this whole thing up just for some chicken thighs. And so we're going to be, actually, let me turn it back. Like 12. Girl, you know I can't. I can't.
Don't say you can't count. Look. Shut up.
Yeah, so look. It's got a glass door, the whole jazz. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be out here smoking.
And work with the pellets.
With the pellets. Yeah, we have some of those in there. And it just seems like every time that we get this going, we're always talking about just how much of a waste of the coals it is. All right, there we go.
It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 racks.
5 racks. 5 racks, 10 racks, 20 racks. All right, so this is the setup. This is the centerpiece that I got first place with in Ronnie Q's centerpiece design competition. I have this centerpiece here, and then for added effect, we got the floating chandelier here as well. Look at this. This is such a cute little outdoor space, and we're currently getting things set up so that we could be out here dang near year round. You know how the restaurants have the little plastic things and then the heater lamps. We're getting all of that together so that we could be out here year round.
Just
enjoying life. I see we got 6 people in the live on YouTube. Introduce yourselves. How you doing?
Said we're gonna have pizza night. We're putting out the pizza oven.
Listen, I've already decided that this cooking schedule is gonna go by the leading and the prompting of the Holy Spirit. We're gonna let the Spirit guide. You know what I'm saying?
The Spirit give utterance.
He said, "Oh, really? Well, I'll stop." by spot to say hi when you're back. Yeah, facts. Or if you're ever in Tennessee, hit me up. If you're ever in Tennessee, hit me up. So Germany. Do you speak any Spreche Deutsch? Listen, I be watching TV. But I did learn a little bit of how did you even get into the contest. LOL, just won $500 like that. $558 actually. You know what I'm saying? We out here rich. You know what I'm saying?
You saw the thing online and you entered.
My mama saw the thing online and she asked me if I wanted to enter, and I was like, period. I mean, my mom, her decor, she has her YouTube channel is V's Interior Design and Lifestyle. And so, actually, let me stop talking before the sun goes down. I'm still talking, but I'm going to get on to cutting down this lamb because I did clean up everything that I needed to. Did you move the cutting board?
Oh, it's over here.
Okay. So I'm about to get that cutting board. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nice little 500, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be looking for other challenges and different things like that because that was nice. It was nice. And then also on top of it, once it's done, I get to live in the space. This morning, I spent most of the morning lies. I did not spend most of the morning. I spent a good amount of the afternoon out
Let
here.
me get the
All right, so I'm gonna just keep talking while my mom's doing something underneath the
No, I'm trying
situation.
to get you.
Listen,
I'm trying to get you this.
why are the mosquitoes still alive at this point in time in the year? Like, I loved 99.9% of everything about Grenada. The one thing that I literally maybe out here want to become a sniper, you know what I'm saying, just sniping all the mosquitoes. So what am I doing in this for?
Yeah, just put it on there and put it in.
So I gotta have 3 cutting boards?
Not really, but oh, let me go upstairs and get you that other one so you can put it right here so the drain off will be in here.
Well, period. She got my mama got a gadget for something. So I gotta say ready. I gotta get ready for Bible study. Catch you later. Stay blessed. Lit. You know what? I was thinking of doing a Bible study because I be studying the Bible dang near about 2 times every single day. Let me know, Miss Keisha, if you wanted to do something together, or at least, you know, I hop on, we talk about a verse, all that kind of jazz.
You can do StreamYard sometime.
Yeah, StreamYard. We could do StreamYard Bible studies. That'll be lit. Right now, I'm in Proverbs 4 and Matthews 4.
And she
So-
can invite her friends.
Yeah, you can invite your friends. We can meet. We could be, you know, meet friends. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of jazz. What's up, Andre? Thanks for joining. I know yesterday I was talking about, you know, we just going to smoke some thighs, some chicken thighs. We're going to do all of this. So late last night is when I ended up finishing everything, maybe around like 9 o'clock. And then I thought about it, and something that we always talk about is whenever we get the smoker prepped, if you go back a little bit in the lab, you'll be able to see it. So got the smoker, all that kind of stuff, and the size of the smoker, it just doesn't make any sense just to put only the chicken thighs in there. So I've got some barbecue ribs defrosting over here so that we can do just like a really big smoke. I got 2 of them this size over there. And then what else? We got the chicken thighs, and also I'm about to cut up this lamb here, right? I'm about to cut up this lamb, and then I'm gonna do like a Mediterranean mixture when it comes to it. I'm back. I'm cooking while you're cooking. Well, I'm prepping. What are you cooking, T. Daniel? I am prepping. We're still gonna eat some of the leftovers from yesterday while I'm doing that. And of course, Keisha. All right, period. That'd be lit. Comment below if you'd be interested in doing a Bible study and joining on with a Bible study, because I read it in the morning and then also read it before I go to sleep at night.
So I'm thinking if you do it like this, the mosquitoes, bro. I'm thinking if you do it like this, you put this, see this other bowl fit here.
The smaller one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna cut it up.
This one. Put meat in it.
What are you asking?
Yeah,
me?
you could put that in. No. That's the butter gonna settle on it. Take it up, buddy. This is too small for it.
What's too small for it?
This can't fit in there.
I didn't try. Let's see. Yeah,
Nah.
it's too big.
Yeah.
So
You could cut it in here.
cut it in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna try to adjust this a bit more. I'm gonna have to move the cameras. I'm telling you, man, mosquitoes I know God created everything. I said it was good, but mosquitoes are from the devil. I'm almost certain of it. Mosquitoes are from the devil. Let me move this around a bit more, because it's like everybody else in the space will be a-okay. As soon as I enter it, the mosquitoes want to show up. And I know that they talk about the fact that, you know, you speak things into existence with your words, but I should change my language when it comes to it. I really should. But just so you know how my feelings be feeling right now. Another mosquito. Yeah, I'm gonna go step away and put some bug spray on, because this is not the mosquito is winning. They stay winning. Listen, Lord, give me the persistence and the consistency of a mosquito. Give me that, okay? Give me the persistence and the consistency of a mosquito. Well, guess what? Mosquitoes, they be getting right back up. I ain't never worried about a mosquito. Let me see. I'm gonna move this over a bit more. Gotta run, but keep doing your thing, Mel. Appreciate you, Kev. Be great. Let's see. I'll go like this. All right. All right, all right, all right. So, there we go. Appreciate the like. So, I'm moving this over. I said a little bit earlier on in the live that what's been motivating me to cook this much is that, I mean, granted, I was never not cooking per se, but it was more like I was helping to do it, as opposed to now where I'm taking more of a lead when it comes to cooking. Since coming back to America from Grenada, my stomach just has not been able to handle the processed foods. And so I've had to get proactive about what I eat. I went by it was maybe like a couple, because the first week or so that I got back here, food was flowing like a river here. But when I went out with my mom and my little cousin for her picture day, this girl took her pictures with a mask on. That girl took a picture with a mask on. But back to what I was saying. We went to Popeyes and I got a biscuit. And I literally started to get sick within like 30 minutes of leaving the drive-through. And so I've had to get really intentional about, let me get a sharper knife. I'm doing this job. So today for people who just joined, I'm not actually cooking. I ended up needing to do that a different time. We were gonna smoke the chicken, but considering how large the smoker is, it really did not make any sense to fire up the pellets and to fire up all of the things without there being like enough meat to really justify it. And so I've got some ribs defrosting, some pork ribs defrosting over here to my right. Not sure if you can see it on the camera. How long do you spend cooking? Well, I don't really got an answer for you. I'm gonna be honest. Just kind of do my thing. Yeah. But let's see. So, how is everybody's day going? What's going on? What are you cooking tonight for dinner? Let me see. I'm going to take this and put this in the trash. Pour out the blood first, though. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend, my plan was not to spend a super long time on live, but I'm gonna knock the cutting down. Yeah, so my plan was not to spend a super long time on live, just long enough to cut down this lamb into cubes for a Moroccan lamb that we're planning to cook. And then after that, heading out with my mom to go pick up some new stuff. Okay. I see somebody new in the chat. I see somebody new that hopped on the live. What's up? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Andre? How was your day? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this down the middle. I'll cut this down the middle. Make my life easier. I'm watching you, LOL. That's not creepy, because I hopped on live. But yeah, how's your day going? What'd you get into? Did you save any lives? Did you fight any fires? You know, did you arrest any people? Let me see. Yeah, that's what's up. Well, maybe, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I got one person on Facebook Live, and then I got somebody on Instagram Live. Introduce yourself, say what's up. I know we got Andre over here on Instagram. What's going on over here on YouTube?
Andre by himself.
Yeah, he holding it down.
Isn't he scared?
By himself? Nah, that's Grenada's protector right there.
Oh.
Let me see. We got this going here, so then I'm just gonna cut down this portion right now. I'm gonna move this over here, make some space. None of that today. Okay, just today. Maybe tomorrow. Let me see.
No, do big pieces.
So you want it larger than this?
Oh, we doing shish kebab.
Yeah, shish kebab.
So you have to do chunky pieces.
So about this, right?
No, that's too thin. You have
Well,
to
then-
double that size.
Well, then I already cut this one, so I'm gonna cut this one down. All right. We got this. I'm prepping the lamb right now for a Moroccan style lamb. And so on the ingredients, they had cumin, coriander, and parsley. They had a bunch of different spices. What we're currently missing right now is the coriander. So after I'm done cutting down this meat, I'm going to put it on the fridge. And then, actually, Ma, could you pass me that stool, please? This thing was made for somebody who was way taller than I. All right, all right, all right. Giant Melissa in full effect. All right. I thought you said we got these knives sharpened. Kind of difficult. So I'm cutting this down. We're gonna put these into shish kebabs once they get marinated. Let's see. But just talking about the meal from last night, the fried chicken and the macaroni and cheese. The fried chicken, I'm gonna be honest, it did not come out, you know. The breaded one was a lot better because the breading itself had its own flavor that came with it. But I was doing my best not to make it too salty, but the ones that weren't breaded just kind of ended up being, I wouldn't say bland, it just didn't taste like there was enough seasoning in it. But that mac and cheese though, listen, that thing was something else. After taking a bite of that, I started dancing. It was nice. It was really nice. It turned out almost exactly the way that I wanted to. I saw more cheesiness, but I like the fact that with this one, it was more of a cheese sauce as opposed to just like goopy cheese. Because I've had different meals before in the past, and if you make the cheese too goopy, it's just not a really fun experience. It's just not a really fun experience. Knife skills on point. This knife is not as sharp as I would like it to be, and so I'm kind of over here doing my best with it. we're gonna, my goal is to cut this up into cubes so that I can add this to the marinade, and then we can use this for shish kebabs. Let me see. Wild enough, I really thought this would only take like 15 minutes. I really thought this would only take like 15 minutes. All right, we got, after this, I got one more piece of meat over there. Gotta cut these up into cubes, and then we are on our way. Let me see. Well, this one ended up being thinner than I thought it was going to be. So I'm guessing we could just kind of saute this on the side. Let me see. All right. So, right? This morning.
Let me see your sizes. Let me see your sizes.
This here.
Because think about it, when the meat cook is going to shrink.
But this here just ended up naturally being smaller than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't on purpose. But
yeah, just do chunks of it.
Because when I had cut it down the middle, it's genuinely just this thin. What? Like the section, when I cut it towards the end, it just ended up genuinely being this thin.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
So
well, remember to make this one here chunky. Mm-hmm. Let me see the pieces. That could be bigger than that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So this morning, as I said, I was doing my devotional. I was reading Matthew chapter 4 and Proverbs chapter 4. So you got Proverbs, those are the wisdom scriptures. And then in Matthew chapter 4 is when Jesus goes into the wilderness, led by the Holy Spirit to be tested by the devil, right? And so it's so interesting because a theme that I've been seeing pretty consistently in the Bible is why, what, and when, right? And so discernment, the way that I like to think about discernment is the when. It's when you should do something. Interpretation, for the most part, is what you should be doing. And then the why is comprehension. And so I saw a lot of parallels between Proverbs and Matthew. And one of the biggest things was that a lot of the wisdom that Jesus moves around with in Matthew is actually talked about in the book of Proverbs, which makes sense, you know, having access to all that biblical knowledge and wisdom in his head. But using it and thinking about it, conceptualizing it for myself, it's just been really cool, because moving with that same type of character, charisma, you know, that I'm gonna call it Jesus cockiness, because Jesus was pretty cocky if you ask me. But there was the portion where the first thing that the enemy tries to talk to Jesus about is for him to turn the stones into loaves. So you got that, and for me, when I looked at it and I tried to separate it from the story itself but try to apply it to myself, it was trying to get at sustenance, or trying to play on basic needs for food and water, which makes sense considering that Jesus was there fasting for like 40 days and 40 nights. So it would make sense for him to be hungry. But just extrapolating that for myself, you know, is my desire to have resources something that the enemy could potentially cause some type of some shakiness, right? So that's some place that Jesus has shored up, because he passed the test. He said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes out of the mouth of God. And so he passed that one. The next one that the enemy asked him about was, he took him on this really high place, and he told him that if he were to jump off to prove that he is the son of God. That's another thing, right? The enemy was attacking his character, who he knew himself to be. Because at the end of Matthew chapter 3, after he gets baptized by John the Baptist, the Holy Spirit descends on him, and what is heard is, "This is my son whom I love and am well pleased," which means that God assured his identity right there, right then in that moment, right? And so every question that the enemy asked in the next chapter, which was, if you really are the Son of God, or if you really are who you say that you are, then this. But every time that Jesus kept combating the enemy with the word, it was able to flow out of him as easy as it did, because he had a strong conviction about who he was sent here to be and who he was meant to be. And so overall, it was a source of encouragement for me in reading that there's nothing outward that I could put on. There's nothing outward that I have access to that should be able to shake the character that I've developed within myself as a result of the relationship that I've built with my source. Now the last one caught me for a loop, where the enemy asked Jesus to bow down before him, and if he would bow down before him, then he would give him fame, riches, and all that kind of stuff. And so Jesus's response was, "Be gone, like, get out of here." And sometimes you just gotta tell it, get out of here, you know? Every now and again, you might get a voice in your head that is speaking something that isn't what you know to be the best for you, you know? God says that he knows the plans that he has for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a hope in the future, right? And so any voice that is going against, any doubts, any, criticisms in your head that isn't in line with what you know was spoken about you, take the Jesus approach. That's not what my God says about me, and therefore it cannot be true of me. Take on that same Jesus cockiness, that I like to call it Jesus cockiness, or Christ confidence, Christ cockiness. But, having that type of energy where you know that if you've seen me, then you've seen my Father, because my Father and I are one. You get me? It's knowing who you are based on who you're sourced from, And so I thought that was pretty cool. So I decided to share it. It was on my mind. We're making quick work of this lamb, actually. Making pretty quick work of this lamb. I'm cutting them into big chunks for anybody who's just joined onto the live, so that we can add them to shish kebabs. Mommy, is this too big? Ma, this too big?
If all of them are like that size.
Just about, yeah. They're pretty big.
Okay.
Because you don't want different size of meat on there.
Makes sense, because then the smaller ones will cook first. All right. We're almost done with this. I got maybe like 2 more. Yeah, 3 in total. Got like 3 in total. But yeah, I've been stuck in those 2 books for the past, I'd say, gotta be like 6 months now. And the way that I've been conceptualizing, or the way that it was revealed to me, was that reading the book of Proverbs gives me the mentality of Christ. And then reading Matthew allows me to see how the mentality talked about in Proverbs gets to play out in like the average everyday interactions with people. Also, I had a conversation with a homie recently, and something that we spoke about was the fact that if Jesus is walking around right now, I don't think people would like him. That confidence, that cockiness that he walked with, just that knowing of who he was. Like, in my opinion, right, the closest person that we have to that, who has that keen knowledge, awareness, and understanding in the social media realm, or like in like the publicity realm, is Kanye. It's Kanye. Somebody who has a type of confidence loudly, where, where if you've seen my Father, then if you've seen me, then you've seen my Father, because my Father and I are one. Like, the way, let me see. All right, well, I was going to finish that thought, but overall, I do want to get to the grocery stores before they start to close down. And so, hey, what's up? What's up, showstopper? I actually just ended up finishing what I needed to do, and I'm trying to get to the store before it closes. So I'll pick back up on the thought that I started here, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I'm about to hop off. This has been lit. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their night, and God willing, I'll have time. I'm going to a conference tomorrow, so I might not be, hey Cinda Block, what's up? I'm going to a conference tomorrow, so I might not be able to hop on live, but I'm gonna do my best. This has been lit. Thank you so much for working through this lamb with me. Peace, and enjoy the rest of your night. Bye.